Hi guys, Matt V's Movies back for another video, and today we're going to discuss what's in the news at the moment. Warner Brothers are being sold. So what does that mean for the DC Studios part of the business? Let's find out today on the channel. So welcome back all, and if you're new here, my name is Matt and this channel is all about movies. We talk about things, physical media, about the movie industry. We look at DVDs, 4Ks, Blu-rays and sometimes VHS. We have chat videos, there's playlists. Scan that QR code that's on the screen. If you're watching this on the television, you'll be able to subscribe in that way. Or if you're watching this on a computer or tablet, mobile phone, click that subscribe button down below, come and join the channel, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so yeah, this is quite a hot topic at the moment. Many of us in the community will know that Warner Brothers is being sold, and I believe as of yesterday all the bids needed to be in. There are various companies that are interested in buying Warner Brothers, the main one being Paramount Pictures, and I do believe they've put in a big bid, I think of about $71 million, with the backing of some Saudi Arabian investors who are very keen on restoring the Snyderverse. So Zack Snyder, who brought us Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and the Snyder cut of Justice League. Very darker in tone, very much different to what James Gunn is now bringing us. Obviously we had the first Superman film this year from James Gunn, and it's very much more of a light-hearted, brighter sort of look at the DC characters. Personally, I'm not a fan of that. I went to see the film and I felt it was very average, wasn't for me. So I would welcome a return to the Snyderverse. I'd love to see Justice League 2 and 3 completed, maybe a Man of Steel 2, and hopefully a solo Batman film starring Ben Affleck. Now, apparently it's been rumoured that Henry Cavill would still be interested in playing the role of Superman. Ben Affleck apparently would need to get back into shape to be able to play the role of Batman. So he hasn't disregarded it, but I think the rumours are that he's still on the fence about it. I think Jason Momoa and Gal Gadot would still be interested in coming back. Whether any of the other actors and actresses would be still interested is up for debate. Now, a lot of this is all still very much rumour. We don't know who is going to ultimately have control or buy Warner Brothers. I know Netflix have been very interested in buying them as well, as is Comcast, Universal. But apparently they've got links with the Saudi Arabian investors as well, who again are very keen on bringing back the Snyderverse to Warner Brothers. Apparently Superman, the James Gunn version, hasn't done well internationally. It certainly hasn't gone down that great in the sort of Chinese market. I think they very much preferred the Snyderverse, which is a much darker tone, dark, gritty. And Christopher Nolan's name has been bandied about, maybe possibly coming back as an executive producer. Now, like I say, all of this is all rumour. This may never happen. I think there's just very much a buzz at the moment that people would like this to happen. Certainly the sort of Snyderverse fans, me being one of them, I'd love to see it happen, but realistically it may not happen. But it's certainly going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with the Warner Brothers sale, who's going to take it on. Possibly Apple as well has been mentioned. Maybe they may put in a bid. Yeah, there's various companies interested in either part of Warner Brothers, it being bought as a whole, or maybe sort of part of it being bought by some companies and the other bits being bought by others. HBO Max A lot of the TV stuff could be sort of separated out. We don't know at the moment. I think if Netflix get hold of the property, they will probably certainly want to sort of put a lot of it on their streaming platform, although it has been sort of said that they will still release theatrically. But how long, we don't know. I think the cinema industry is kind of a bit in trouble, I would say. I think people aren't going to the cinema as much as they used to. There's far more emphasis on streaming. A lot of people probably are finding it's too expensive to go to the cinema, so they'd just rather wait a few months and then go and, you know, stream these films or buy them digitally, you know, for a rental, this kind of a thing. I think with technology now, because people have got bigger televisions, sound systems, etc. in their homes, they're quite happy to watch these films in the comfort of their own home. Certain demographic of society likes to watch films on phones, which I think is a bit sad, really, that people watch that content that way. But, you know, we all watch YouTube, I guess, on phones and tablets and computers. So, you know, people will watch movies this way. But I think overall there is a bit of a decline with the cinema. How long that will last, or whether there'll be a resurgence, I guess it all depends on the quality of movies coming out. Now, we have seen spikes with films like Barbie and Oppenheimer. Tom Cruise is very much wanting to push the theatrical experience. So let's hope whoever buys Warner Brothers is really going to sort of want to carry on the theatrical run and not just concentrate onto streaming. Yeah, interesting times. I do believe that this will all be kind of sort of decided before the end of the year. Obviously, there's a lot of legal stuff that has to happen. So we won't see any changes for the foreseeable future, certainly in the next year or two. I do believe that James Gunn is sort of maybe in pre-production with Supergirl. I'm not 100% sure on that. And I know that The Man of Tomorrow, which is like the sequel to Superman, has been mentioned. And there's a series that's been announced as well. Jimmy Olsen series, that's it. So there's a few things that James Gunn has got sort of ready. His contract runs for another year. Now, again, depending on who buys Warner Brothers, will either he stay or will he be kind of removed, and they either go maybe back with Zack Snyder, or they just decide, no, we're going to start again afresh with something else. It's all up in the air, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. So I'd be interested to hear your thoughts down below. What would you like to see happen with Warner Brothers? Would you like to see the Snyderverse come back? Zack Snyder finish off his work? I think it'd be great if that did happen, but yeah, I'd be interested. Or would you prefer just for James Gunn to continue the sort of new DC universe? You know, it's all started from scratch from this Superman film. I don't think it's done as well as they hoped, certainly not internationally. Yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts down below. I'll leave a link to a playlist here of my other chat videos. Like I say, go and check them out if you're new here, or if you're a returning viewer and you're not checked out these videos, yeah, go and click over there. Thanks for watching. See you next time.